Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle and this is a word of caution regarding watching pick a card love readings. So while there is nothing inherently wrong with wanting to know where you stand with the love interest on your mind, the reason why you're wanting to know where you stand with them matters greatly, as it can greatly impact your mental and emotional well-being. So a very good question to ask yourself when it comes to why you're watching pick a card love readings is, am I simply curious or am I actually clinging? Holding on to hope isn't always a good thing, especially if it's keeping you stuck in limerence or in codependence. The last thing I want to do is to enable limerence and codependence with the content that I create. I want to help you create a life in which you're truly thriving, not keep you stuck in survival mode. And I know how it all works because I've been there. So this is where grace, knowledge, understanding, and compassion come in. It's okay if the only way you're able to self-soothe in this moment is by way of participating in coping mechanisms, distractions, and the like. As long as you're also doing yourself a favor by learning how to heal the wounding that has been fueling any limerence and or codependent patterns that you might have. My promise to you is that as you heal the wounding, your dependency on your SP, which means specific person, aka the person on your mind, or your ex, will begin to dissolve naturally, to the point where you're not even curious about what they're thinking and how they're feeling about you anymore. I know this to be true from personal experience. When you're ready to start healing the wounding, I have some amazing resources to get you going. My personal recommendation is to start with 2 videos, how to stop manifesting separation, and then the other one is called Releasing the Wants. Both videos will be linked in the description box below. My heart is always with you guys, and with that I bid you more happy viewing. Love, Michelle. What's going on, Pile 1? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We are doing another pick a card love reading. This is where you stand with your person. All right. So we're going to kind of see where they're at in regards to you and the connection, you know, kind of tap into maybe what they're wanting from you in the connection. And it's going to be no delulu. Okay, you guys. So as always, it's a general reading. So whatever resonates, take it, run with it, whatever you want to do with it. If something's not resonating, just drop it, leave it behind for whomever it might be resonating for. I do have private readings available if you would like for me to tap exclusively into the energy of you and your person's connection. The booking details are in the description box below. There's a lot of $25 readings available in the specific person categories. Go check them out. All right, pile 1. You guys were drawn to the black obsidian, the rough black obsidian. Let's see where you stand with your person. Where do you stand with your person? What's their overall energy? Oh, this feels, pile 1, like your person is in their feelings. Did you cut them off? Did you break up with them? We have unrequited love. So it says one-sided love, not enough attraction, feelings are not mutual. Chaser in the reverse position. It says low self-esteem. So it's in the reverse, but I'll just tell you what it says on the card. Low self-esteem, validation of self-worth, or needing validation of self-worth, abandonment issues. And then we have broken promises. There's some weird kind of like the dichotomy in these energies is a little bit weird, because down here we have your heart is safe with me, wishing I was with you now, relenting because you keep pressuring me, not because it's what I want. And from the energy where it says relenting because you keep pressuring me, the energy that's coming through with that card is that they either stopped talking to you, or they let you go, or they walked away, whatever the case may be. But it's only because either you told them to, you told them to kick rocks, pile 1, or that's kind of that's the vibe they're catching from you, okay? I am picking up energies here where the two of you may not be, either you're not in contact with this person, there's no communication, or whatever communication might be there, there's just the vibe that they're catching from you, pile 1, is like you'd rather not, okay? With unrequited love for where you stand with your person, though, there's a lot that they're wanting to say. I'm hearing there's so much that they're wanting to say, but they don't feel like they're supposed to be saying those things. That, or they feel like you're not wanting to hear those things from them. I'm picking up a very, almost a Queen of Swords energy in the reverse with you guys. Did they do or say something that made you mad? Because that's kind of how they're feeling. They're feeling like you're upset with them for some reason. Probably because of broken promises here. Broken promises says misled, trust is broken and unreliable. And so I feel like there's been some kind of a disconnect in this connection. Yeah. Your person is wanting you to know pile one, sorry, pile one. With your heart is safe with me. This is so strange. Because, you know, I'm on the outside looking in, like where you stand with your person. There's almost this energy or this sense coming from your person, like you can trust them now, right? That's literally the message that's coming through your person is like, you can trust me now, pile one. Let me find out what's going on with unrequited. What's going on with tell me more about unrequited. Like chaser in the reverse, your person's not chasing you. They're not going to chase you. Again, this feels like it's because they feel where they're coming from, pile one, they feel like you want them to leave you alone, and so they are. Okay, but they don't want to. Okay, they're not staying away from you because they want to. They're staying away from you because from where they're coming, or from what they can tell, that's what they feel like you want. You want that. You want them to leave you alone. Anything to add for unrequited love? There's, yes, Queen of Cups. They're in love with you, and they feel like you don't feel the same way. There's almost energies of your person thinking or feeling like you don't feel the same. The feelings are on their side, and they're feeling or thinking that you're not matching their energy anymore. Yeah, with High Priestess here, they're not showing that, though. They're still in love with you, I'm hearing, but they're not showing it because there's almost this, aside from the fact that what I'm picking up, pile one, is your person feels like you basically told them to kick rocks, right? Whether you did that directly, you told them that to their face or through text message, whatever the case may be, or that's just the vibe that they're catching from you. There's also an energy here of where they're not supposed to be, right? Either feeling that way and or, you know, communicating these things to you. So they're keeping those things quiet. They're keeping quiet about the way that they think and how they feel about you. We got the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. There's still there's a lot of attraction there still towards you, a lot of love still towards you. For a lot of you, your person is in love, but again, they're keeping that information close to the vest. There is almost a little bit of a forbidden, like towards you, there's coming from your person, there's almost like a forbidden love kind of a thing here. Like they're not supposed to feel these things towards you. Tell me more about the Chaser. Tell me more about Chaser in the reverse. Yeah, see, they're picking up that you're not on the same page with them, with the Queen of Wands in the reverse. You've turned it off. Like the attraction on your side, like you're not attracted to them anymore, or maybe what attracted you to them just isn't there. Yeah, so the unrequited love is on their side. They're still attracted to you. They're still in love with you, but, you know, they're not chasing you because they do have a little bit of pride, right? They do have a little bit of dignity. They do have a little bit of self-respect, and so they're just leaving you alone, pile one, for where you stand with them. And my throat keeps wanting... It's not closing up completely, but it is. My throat feels like it wants to clear, like it wants to close up. And so when that usually happens during a reading, that there's a lot. Your person's wanting to tell you these things to your face, but they don't feel like it's okay for them to do that. And there might be multiple reasons other than the fact that you told them to, you know, basically to F off, right? whether you said that directly to them or your energy, they're just picking up that vibe from you. What's going on with broken promises? there's almost a sense like they're not even supposed to be telling you through this reading that this is how they feel. It's not what I'm not picking up, pile one, that they don't want you to know these things, but there's almost a sense of inappropriateness to them feeling these things for you. What's going on with broken promises? Man. Your person, though, holding these feelings inside and not telling you these things is actually causing some problems, though, energetically at least. What's going on with broken promises? What I'm hearing is that they've been feeling these things towards you, and maybe they haven't been the best at expressing them, and they're also realizing, I feel like maybe they kept quiet about these things for too long. You see, now they want to, even though there's still resistance, they're wanting to tell you these things now, but your person is coming from a space of understanding that now might be too little too late. But the fact that they're not expressing these things, I do feel is actually causing them some problems. They're holding all of this stuff inside now. See, before they had these feelings and they just weren't communicating it, maybe because they were coming from a space of just being really selfish, not wanting to, you know, maybe they see expressing their feelings or even having feelings towards someone or towards you as like maybe giving you some kind of a control. So, you know, when they had the clearance to tell you what they were feeling, you know, they didn't. And they didn't even want to. And they were okay with that. It wasn't a sense of holding it inside. That was coming from a place of pride and ego. Now it's like, now they want to tell you, right? They're having a hard time now holding their thoughts and their feelings and holding back the expression, telling you that they feel these things. And they're having to actually use their energy, their self-control, their discipline, and their will to keep themselves from telling you, reaching out to you, because again, there's just some kind of a sense of it's not appropriate. It just wouldn't be appropriate. What's going on with broken promises? There's this, they hope. The Star in the reverse, though, that was broken. With the Queen of Wands, that's what made you mad with the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, this, because it's coming up in the present tense of where you stand with them, there's a promise to you that either they broke or they had to break. And that may have been what, you know, caused you to... There's actually a couple of messages coming through. There's a promise that your person made to you that they're not wanting to break, but they feel now that they have to. But then with the hope in the reverse, with, you know, you, basically the card that's representing you, pile one, coming out with it, it's like they broke a promise to you. And the promise that they made to you was a promise that gave you hope regarding them in this connection. But with the fact that it's coming out, the sense that I'm getting was like they had to break the promise. They didn't necessarily want to, but they had to. But the fact that we do, okay, there's so many different energies. Just put the information into how it applies to you. There's almost I was going to say a promise, but there's a story. Okay. We got broken promises, and then right underneath that we have relenting because you pressured me, not because I wanted to. They almost feel like whatever that promise was that they made to you, they had to break, because it's almost like you forced their hand in some way. They didn't want to break that promise, but they had to. And I'll be honest, this is not making a lot of sense to me, because it does feel like a promise that they made to you that gave you a lot of hope. And so I'm kind of picking up, it's a weird kind of a conflict in energies here. You'll probably understand what's going on with that, but tell me about relenting because you keep pressuring me, not because it's what I wanted. Yeah, okay, they stopped talking to you. That's what that's about with the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Again, though, that's not what they wanted. And they weren't ready to stop talking to you, because underneath that was, or at the bottom of the deck was the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. They weren't ready. Is there anything to add for broken promises here for where pile 1 stands with you? I am picking up pile 1. Your person is missing you where you stand with them. They are definitely missing you right now. There's a lot they're wanting to talk to you about. There's a lot they're wanting to catch up on. The Eight of Cups. Yeah, so the promise that they broke involved them walking away from you and from this connection, even though they didn't want to, okay? Their hand felt forced with that, though, okay? And then something else with the Knight of Cups in the reverse, revoking some kind of an offer to you. Again, somehow, though, and this could be for multiple reasons, they felt like their hand was forced either by you and or by some kind of other circumstance, okay? I just heard outside of their control. That's what they said anyway. That's what they said. And I just heard you say bullshit. I get it. You're not happy about where things are or what went down between the two of you. Okay, tell me more about your heart is safe with me. Tell me more about your heart is safe with me. For pile 1. I just heard them say like they're not going to lie to you about it anymore. The sense or the message that's coming through with that card, pile 1, is that, and this is almost like it could be coming from their higher self, because what's coming through, it's like you're safe now. And it could very well be because you've distanced yourself from this person, okay? Tell me more about your heart is safe with me. That's a lot of cards. We got the Four of Cups in the reverse. Hold on, I'm checking to see if anything else came out. Okay. Four of Cups in the reverse. So what do we got? We got Strength. Yeah, they're holding back. The Tower in the reverse and the Four of Cups. Yeah, they're leaving you alone. It's taking up a lot of their strength and their willpower, though, in order to do that. See, this is giving me energies of your person knowing that maybe they haven't been, you know, a good influence for you, or, you know, this could be your person understanding or at least acknowledging that maybe they are, you know, they haven't been a safe space for you. So the sense that I'm getting is that they're staying away so that you can't, so that like that's their only way of being a safe space for you, is by staying away. Okay. Tell me more about wishing I was with you now, or anything to add. Is there anything to add? I keep hearing Texas. There's something that's very specific. Okay, that's coming up for somebody, though. The state of Texas. Your person could be going to Texas, living in Texas. Texas, I don't know. That's coming up, though. Texas. Wishing I was with you now. We have the Ace of Wands in the reverse, and then we have the Two of Pentacles. You know, that's kind of coming through in the sense of, you know, there's your person understanding there's nothing that can be done with it. There's, with the Two of Pentacles in the upright position, you know, there's something else at play here that your person is, you know, taking up their time and their attention. What's the Two of Pentacles here? The High Priestess in reverse. That feels like a distraction, honestly, whatever that Two of Pentacles is. Your person is trying to distract themselves. So that thought and that feeling that your person wishes that they were with you, that's a pervasive thought. That's a pervasive feeling. Your person feels that way all the time. And with the Two of Pentacles here, you know, we have this energy kind of clarifying the Ace of Wands. That can feel like sexual energy, right? And coming out with the High Priestess in the reverse and the Two of Pentacles, your person is trying to distract themselves in every which way possible so that they're, you know, because they're actually being bothered by this energy, them wishing that they were with you now. It almost haunts them as the energy that's coming through. Anything else, and then we'll close up the reading. Actually, what we'll do, I'll get you messages. I'll get you some messages from them to you. Your messages to pile 1 with where they stand with you. If this is resonating, you guys, if you're getting from this reading what you came here for, smash the like button for me. It's a wonderful way to show your appreciation, as well as energetically donate to the channel. Comment below. Let me know that you picked this pile. Feel free to give the deets, all right? Just to spill the tea if you want to. I love reading your guys' comments. And I engage and interact however I can. Become part of the family by hitting the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. Let's go on with your reading. What messages do you have? Yeah, I feel so drawn to you. There's still so much attraction, and the fact that that's the first one and it's coming out on top of unrequited. Your person is not feeling. They're not feeling connected to you anymore, or at least they're not feeling like their feelings for you are being reciprocated at this time. They're not feeling those things, that energy coming from you anymore. At right now. 2 more. Your messages to pile 1. I know I crossed the line with you. See, yeah. And I just heard that they understand that whatever that was, it was the straw that broke the camel's back. Okay, they're understanding that. They know why you're not, and you know why. But what's coming through is like they're acknowledging that. Okay, they understand, they acknowledge it. They're trying. They're not trying. They are staying away from you. But it's difficult for them not to reach out to you. It's difficult for your person to stay away from you. I want you back. There you go. Your person wants you back. Pile 1. Whatever it is they got themselves into, they do feel remorseful and even some level of guilt about it. There is, like, where you stand with your person, pile 1, there's an energy of, you know, them wishing that they could have done things differently. For some of you, your person even wishes they could go back in time and, like, you know, do things differently, undo things altogether, stuff like that. All right, pile 1, that was your reading. Thank you for hanging out with me again today. I will see you guys at your next Pick a Card Love reading. Bye, pile 1. What's going on, File 2? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. If you are new here, we're doing another Pick a Card Love reading. This one, we are finding out where you stand with your person currently, okay? Tapping in, seeing if we can, you know, pull out what your person, what they're wanting, what they're thinking, where you stand with them in regards to this connection, all right? So just keep in mind, you guys, it's a general reading as always. If something resonates, take it, run with it, do whatever you want with it. If something's not resonating, just drop it and leave it behind for whomever it might resonate for. I do have personal readings available if you would like something more personalized towards you, if you would like for me to tap exclusively into the energy of you and your person's connection. All the booking details are in the description box below. There are a lot of readings in the $25 category for specific persons, so go check them out. All right, pile 2, we're going to get right to your reading. You guys were drawn to the Selenite stone. Let's see, let's get their overall energies, where you stand with your person. Oh, yeah, we're gonna, and I will definitely clarify. I'm picking up on some third party energies here, though. And of course, third party doesn't necessarily always have to be a person. And if it is a person, it doesn't always have to be romantic. But where you stand with your person, they might be holding you at arm's length right now. They might be kind of laying low, keeping their distance from you. And the reason why they might be doing that is because they're associating some kind of risk with this connection. Okay. And even still, or even so, with that, whatever that is, okay, what, for whatever reason your person is associating some kind of a risk with you and or this connection, they're in this space where they're feeling like it's not going anywhere. They're still there for you, but it just feels like they're kind of hanging out in the background somewhere for some reason. All right. For some of you, I'm picking up, like, do you guys fight a lot, or do you don't get along, or something? There is that kind of an energy. It could be Five of Swords energy where, and if this is a third party situation, you put that where it belongs, okay, in terms of a third party situation with someone else. Again, doesn't have to be romantic. I'm just telling you the general energies that are coming through. There is either competition in some way, shape, or form, and your person is kind of keeping their distance from you because either that energy is coming from you or that energy is coming from whatever the third party. This feels messy. It feels messy. Okay. Again, though, to your person, where you stand with them, it's like they're not going anywhere. This almost feels like them kind of, taking some steps back and away from this connection to kind of let the dust settle. For some of you, your person is kind of, I'm not picking up, like, again, they feel very hands-off on whatever this mess is, okay? So this is them, like, keeping some distance between you and them, hoping for whatever that dust might be, wherever it's coming from, for it to settle down. But your person is very hands-off. I see them sitting back with their hands up like, I ain't touching it right now, okay, for where you stand with your person. Now, again, this is messy, okay, because down here, so first off, we have risk, all right, which says taking a risk, laying cards on the table, journey into the unknown. Now, what is interesting to me is that it says laying cards on the table, right, but underneath there, it says I'm lying to you. So there's clearly a conflict in the energies here. What I just heard pile too is that they're wanting to put all their cards on the table, but they're even associating risk with that. For some of you, if you knew what was going on in the background, the risk that there's a lot of risk, but one of the things that I'm picking up on is that your person is feeling like they would risk losing you if they told you what was really going on. Okay. Of course, I am going to delve deeper into these energies and find out what's going on, but they are coming through saying that they are lying to you about something. All right. Right next to that, it says it was the right thing to do. I just heard them say, like, they're keeping something from you because in their mind, they're feeling like it's the right thing to do. There's almost a sense of like lying or omitting, but it's coming from a space of your person, whether it's, legit or not, wanting to protect the connection, your guys' connection. And so, when whether it's right or not, right? Like, I do, like, their desire to want to protect the connection is coming from a sincere and genuine space. Now, whether or not that's the right way of going about doing things, of course, I'm picking up all kinds of energies here before I'm even pulling tarot. I'm picking up on Five of Wands, so there's some kind of a competition for this person's attention. Of course, it is coming out here with something, or someone else has my attention. Again, third party energy doesn't have to be a person, okay? And if it is a person, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Tell me more about this risk. Tell me more about risk. It's a lot. Ew. Man, your person has, I just heard they have a lot of bets on the table. They are taking a lot of risk with something. They are associating risk, but then they are also taking a lot of risks. Well, there's the Hierophant. What do we got going on here? I'm going to have to probably reshuffle these and redo them because there's a lot going on. Your person is in a very reckless energy right now, pile 2. So that risk is just kind of them. Oh, okay. What I just felt like, okay, so I don't know if your person has, yeah, just a very reckless energy. For some of you, your person has, you know, a very addictive kind of a personality, but we got the Knight of Wands in the reverse. The Knight of Wands in the reverse, and then it's coming out with the Page of Wands. They're being very reckless and very immature. But the fact that we have the Page of Wands in the upright position, I mean, it is immature, but there's still kind of an innocence to it. And so I'm not picking up any maliciousness, right, in your person's energy. This is them being very impulsive and not thinking before I'm hearing they don't think before they speak and they don't think before they act. They got themselves into some kind of a messy situation, okay? And they stirred the pot, even though I don't feel like they didn't necessarily you know how people stir the pot to make people mad? I feel like that's what happened with your person, but they didn't do it to make someone mad though, but that is what ended up happening. That's where that Five of Swords energy, okay, someone's mad, okay? Either someone's mad or they incurred some kind of a debt that could be literal, right? Somebody could be mad because your person may have borrowed money from them or could owe someone money. There's so many things coming through. Again, what I'm picking up, pile 2, is your person went through some kind of a phase where they were very reckless. And there's a lot of cards on the table, meaning there's multiple things going on. If it's a third-party situation, it's a lot of different. It's not just like one person. I'm picking up on a lot of different things, okay? Put the energies where you see fit or how they, you know, they fit into your situation. Your person got themselves into one hot fucking mess. And there's a lot of working bets is what I'm hearing on the table right now. Of course, it's a metaphor, okay? And that's why they kind of took their hands off of everything and they're just kind of letting things ride out. Because there's, yeah, okay, with the Hierophant here and the Seven of Cups, I mean, they tempted fate quite a bit. Not just fate, but they feel like they tempted the universe, they tempted God, whatever. And then we have the Seven of Cups, okay? So, let me see. If anything wants to come through with that. Knight of Swords in the reverse. That's just reckless energy. It's all over the place, okay? They're not wanting to get super detailed. And again, we don't want to do that in a general reading anyway. But yeah, that's what's going on with your person, okay? And for whatever reason, they're kind of, regardless, like even after the dust settles, your person, you know, they're waiting for some of those bets to like pan out, I guess, but not in the way that, how is this, they're waiting for some of those debts to settle themselves, okay? I'm not picking up this energy towards you though, because they're towards you. The energy they have towards you is like, this connection's not going anywhere. They don't want it to go anywhere. You know, there's something about this connection and your energy that is very anchoring to your person. It's almost like a safety blanket. They don't want you to go anywhere. We do have no more enabling. Okay, so they're not feeding any more energy into whatever quote-unquote bets they have on the table. Again, they're waiting for those bets to kind of settle themselves, okay? They may have made promises to some people. They may have made some promises. that they couldn't keep, or they may had made some promises in the moment, and now, you know, you see what I'm saying? It's a really messy, tricky, risky situation your person put themselves in, and now they're kind of like, oh shit, because, you know, now it's, you know, people are actually expecting them to follow through. And, you know, again, I'm not picking up on a lot of maliciousness behind this. You know, your person may have just got overly excited in the moment. You know, maybe made some promises that they were excited in that moment to keep it, but then, you know, again, after the dust settles and now, like, you know, reality kicks in and you're, you know, it's like, oh crap, you know, I can't actually do that, right? We're gonna move on because, yeah, there's not a lot coming through anything more. We don't want to stay. We want to move in that energy. We want to move on. What's going on with boundaries? The Hierophant. Oh, they're seeking, oh yeah, they're leaving things up to God, basically, okay? Leaving things, yeah, very specifically, leaving things up to, like a higher power to try, the universe, God, to try to work out. For some of you, this person may have promised marriage, okay? This could have been to you, too. Whether it's marriage or just something more traditional, some kind of a traditional commitment. And it's almost like they're holding that off, okay? They're needing to hold it off at this moment because there's a lot going on in your person's life right now. For some of you, your person is actually having to deal with some kind of a debt collection having to do with money, okay? I am picking up on that energy now. For some of you, your person might be yeah, we do have my rock here, and so that is a commitment kind of an energy. That is securing things. That is things not going, like the connection itself, your person not going anywhere in terms of like they're not leaving the connection, you know, they're wanting this connection to stay. So I am picking up on that desire pile too, where that is a desire that they have, and they got themselves in some kind of a mess. I just heard someone's person say they got themselves in some kind of a pickle, okay? Okay, we're gonna move on. Hold on, let me find out here what's going on with feeling used. That is jumping out to me. Yeah, okay. They made promises that they weren't really, they made promises they had no busy making, and they offered things they had no business offering, or they didn't have the capability of offering. This is where they stand with you, okay? So there's a specific message coming out, okay? Again, this is specific. If it doesn't resonate for you, just hold on. More, you know, messages are coming. For some of you, your person they promised marriage, they offered marriage, or at least something way more committed, and it's almost like they're having to hold that off because they're not in a space right now to actually follow up and follow through with that. All right. This is almost them having to, like, you know, with the Knight of Cups in the reverse, having to take that off the table. I'm hearing, at least for the time being, okay? They got some messes they're needing to have cleaned up or clean up. It's funny because your person they're not hands-on with that mess at all. I feel like they may have disappeared not only from you, but from the other people. Okay, your person might be in hiding right now. Okay, I'm lying to you. Tell me more about that. What are you lying to pile two about? What are you lying about? Ooh, okay. Specific message coming through, you guys. For some of you, your person does have some kind of an addiction problem, and if they told you that they were clean, they're lying to you about that. All right. For some, and this is another very specific message for some of you, if they're lying to you about some kind of a home situation. They're lying to you about something going on with, again, this is very specific, okay? Again, if it doesn't resonate, just hold on. But they're lying to you about the mother of their children. And they're lying to you about that situation. Another message coming through, this is more general, so they're lying about where they're at in life, their own stability. The Four of Wands in the reverse can just talk about instability, right? With the Empress in the reverse, a general message for that could just be things are not abundant, they're not in a good place right now. For some of you, it's not necessarily that they're lying to you about it. It just feels like they're not, like if they were to bring you in right now or talk to you or communicate with you or whatever the case may be, there's just kind of a sense of like them not wanting to bring you in the middle of all of that. Things feel very chaotic in your person's energy. The Five of Swords and the Five of Wands, you know, can also talk about very chaotic, conflicting energies just overall, okay? It doesn't feel, I'll be honest, just the energies I'm picking up, this isn't necessarily a message coming through from your person, but things don't feel safe for you over there with that, okay? Like in this connection, just in general, overall, you know, the energy just doesn't feel very safe. It doesn't feel safe in terms of like, things feel very chaotic over there, okay, with your person. Tell me more about it. Was the right thing to do? What is this about? You know, with the King of Swords coming through in that energy, I mean, there is some sincerity coming through in your person's energy with that. They legitimately feel like what they're doing right now, withdrawing their energy, not communicating, not reaching out, not having you over, there's some risk, right? Involved with, you know, maybe the two of you meeting up, reconnecting or something. There's some genuineness coming through in that energy there with the King of Swords. They're looking out for you. That's really where they're coming from. And I can kind of see, because the energy I am picking up, I just told you, it doesn't feel like it's safe, right? And whether it's safe mentally, emotionally, physically, whatever the case may be, your person is keeping a distance from you because at this point in time, they just don't feel like it's safe for the two of you to reconnect, meet up, talk, whatever the case may be, okay? Tell me more about something. Someone else has my attention. For some of you guys, okay, this is a super duper specific message. You know, right now at the time that I am reading this, we are in the middle of a, like, in the freeze, okay? So if you are somewhere where it snowed, it's freezing outside, your person literally, this is so specific, okay? Your person is like, the reason why they don't want you traveling to them, or they're not traveling to you, or it has something to do with the weather, okay? And that's why they're not, yeah, again, that's really specific, but, you know, they're being truthful about that, okay? Tell me more about something, or someone else has my attention. Okay, it's not a romantic interest. Whatever this, if it is a person, it's not a romantic interest. It's not someone they're romantically and sexually attracted to. It's not someone that they're having sex with. It's nothing like that. Okay, for another general message coming through with the Ace of Wands, is what's got their attention is something that they feel that they can't, they're unable to create or manifest, okay? Tell me more about something someone else has my attention. Let's put that back. Something someone else has my attention. Your person is just assuring you, pile 2, it's not romantic, okay? It's not friends that's keeping them from you. It's not, you know, another romantic partner that's keeping them from you. This might be more of a circumstance, okay? What is it? I just see your person, there's, you know, trying to put out a whole bunch of different little fires. And if it's not, yeah, so whatever this risk is, okay, whatever the bets they have on the table, I mean, I'm okay. Why am I being stopped? Hold on. Let me find out what's going on here. It's the future. Okay, it's future stuff. Trying to develop a future, trying to figure out how, you know, and that Ace of Wands in the reverse could really complement that Three of Wands in the upright position. Their future is what has their attention right now. That's where their focus is at. They're trying to follow their heart where their future is concerned, rather than like ego, rather than pride, rather than fear, rather than doubts, you know. I am telling you, I do feel a lot of genuineness, and then I just saw Temperance at the back of the deck. Balance, healing, forgiveness is even in there, coming through in that energy. The Temperance is Sagittarius. That might be pertinent to you and or your person or the connection. Anything else? And then we'll get some messages for pile 2. Yeah, with the moon here. Coming through with amethyst. Okay, couple of things. Again, for some of you, your person, yeah, there's some kind of an addiction problem here. Okay, could be. Anyway, that could be very specific. There is certainly something they're not telling you. Something they're keeping quiet about. Let's see what their messages to you are. King of Cups in the reverse, I mean in the upright position, showing up at the back of the deck. Keeping quiet about their feelings towards you. There's very much a sense here of just trying to see how these quote-unquote these bets, these open bets that they have on the table, and these bets don't feel associated, the majority of them don't feel associated to you guys. Okay, there's a lot of things going on, there's a lot of things up in the air where your person's concerned, and they're trying to figure out, they're waiting to see how those bets settle themselves, and how things are left afterwards, right? Your person is almost waiting to see, okay, they're trying to figure out what their starting point is, and then they're going to start factoring like you and the connection into it. Okay. A lot of things up in the air. Your person is wanting you to be a part of their future, but they're just having a difficult time kind of trying to figure out what their starting point is. Let's get their messages to you, and then we'll close out your reading. Pile 2, if this is resonating, if you're getting from this reading what you came here for, you can show your appreciation by smashing the like button for me. It's also a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Comment below. Let me know that you picked this pile. Let me know how it's resonating. If you got some tea to spill, girl, do it. Okay. Spill the tea if you feel led to. I love reading your guys' comments, and I interact as I can. Become part of the family by hitting the subscribe button along with the notification bell so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. All right, pile 2's person, what messages? What do you want to tell pile? Ooh. We have, I know that I crossed the line with you, but it's showing up in the reverse. I'm going to have to delve a little bit more into that to see what that's going. Okay, they're saying that they didn't. You might be kind of suspecting, or you might be maybe fearful or wondering whether they're doing something that would like break your heart or something that you would consider crossing the line. They're saying that they haven't. Okay, they haven't crossed any lines with you. I just heard that they know of. Your person is saying, I haven't crossed the line with you, pile 2, that I know of. All right. There's something coming through. Do you guys not really have any spoken commitments here, or spoken standards or expectations? Because as far as your person's concerned, and I'm picking up on that energy where there hasn't really been any boundaries communicated here. And so that might be why, okay, because earlier I was picking up on some energies and I was almost feeling like blocked from speaking it, but you know, over here when we're talking about something or someone else has my attention, I will say, pile 2, for many of you, you know, some of those, your person could have been very flirty, all right? We did have the Knight of Wands showing up in the reverse. They just very impulsive, you know, for a lot of you, and those are maybe the quote unquote open bets that are on the table, you know. Your person could have set up some expectations, or they could have got someone else's hopes up, and I'll be honest, I'm not picking up on anything serious, like the intention, like they weren't really serious. It was just something, again, just being very impulsive, just being very reckless, you know. But I am feeling like they have since, you know, withdrawn their energy and their attention and their focus away from, you know, some of those, you know, other connections that they were not serious about. You know, that was just something that they had done just to kind of kill some time, I guess, you know. Because now that we have down here with them specifying where it says someone or something else has their attention, your person was very adamant, pile 2, to tell you, you know, whatever it is that has their attention, it's not another romantic partner. It's not anyone they're having sex with. It's nothing like that, okay? Your person is saying they haven't crossed any lines with you, and it's almost like a caveat, or in like parentheses, is that I know of, right? Okay, let's get 2 more. I have too much to lose. Yeah, and I daydream of a life with you. I knew it. Listen, they're saying that they haven't crossed the line with you, and they're not crossing a line, and they're, whatever it is they're being so reckless about, they are being very careful to make sure that they're not crossing any lines or boundaries with you. Okay, even though we do there is a sense for some of you coming through where there's not a commitment here for a lot of you. There's not a spoken commitment here for a lot of you. Okay, and for those of you, and this is gonna apply either way, whether you have a spoken commitment with your person or not, there is some kind of a loyalty that your person feels towards you and towards this connection that they're not wanting to jeopardize. All right, and so they're seeing this connection with you and you in general as something that is like, losing you is too much. You know, that is a risk they're not willing to take. Okay, they have taken a lot of risks. I feel like now they're kind of having to, you know, step back and even maybe separate themselves from you. But there's something here about, there's a risk here they're not willing to take. They're not willing to risk losing you. Okay, so they've been having that in the back of their mind. So whatever it is that they've been doing, they've been making sure that it's not going to be anything that is going to cause them to lose you. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So, you know, and then we have I daydream about a life with you. Again, that's that, you know, someone else. I feel like that's where their focus might be going, is trying to figure out, again, because we had that Ace of Wands in the reverse. They want a life with you. That says they daydream about it. They fantasize about an actual life with you. It's more than just, you know, sexual energy that they're thinking about when it comes to you. They daydream of an actual life with you. And at where they're at right now, they don't know how they're going to make that possible. And the only reason why that is because there's just so much in the air that's needing to settle right now. they're waiting for all of those things to settle before they're like, okay, now I know what my starting point is. Now I know how to factor in, you know, group 2 into all of that, pile 2. All right, you guys. All right, that was your message. That was your reading. I hope that it resonated. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I will talk to you guys at your next Pick a Card live reading. Bye. Pile 3. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. We're doing another Pick a Card love reading. We are tapping into where you stand with your person. Okay. What do they want? Where do they see things going? All that good stuff. All right, we're being nosy. We're finding out the deets. All right, you guys. So, pile 3, just keep in mind, as always, it's a general. So, if something's resonating, awesome. If it's resonating, pick it up, run with it. Do whatever you want with it. If it's not resonating, just drop it and leave it behind for whomever it might be resonating for. I do have personal readings available if you would like for me to tap exclusively into the energy of you and your person's connection, and just to get you more, you know, detailed guided answers for your specific situation. All of the booking details are in the description box. I have a lot of readings available in the specific person category. Many of them are just $25 USD. All right. All right, pile 3, we're going to get right to your reading. You guys were drawn to the very fiery fire agate. All right, it's a type of carnelian. Fire agate. All right, let's find out what's going on with your person for where you stand with them. Ooh, okay. Your person's being very blunt and honest already with this energy. The first message that came through where you stand with your person, pile 3, they're not really quite sure what they want. All right. Yeah. Okay. And then we got, I need my space right now. They are keeping quiet, but they don't have the, okay. So they are keeping quiet. But they don't have the intention of staying quiet for too much longer. They are going to be reaching out for those of you where you haven't heard from your person. So on the board, we got mixed feelings. It says indecisive, conflicting feelings, unsure of the relationship. We have paralyzed with paralyzed by love, holding back, fear of falling in love. Freedom says wanting to be free, not ready for commitment, independent, happy, single. Okay. Yeah. Your person is not where you stand with your person, pile 3. They're not, and you know, this is blunt AF. I'm sorry. You know, I will say before I start delving into this message, if this is triggering, if this is kicking up feelings for you where, you know, it's you're not quite sure how to handle the feelings, I do have another channel where I talk about those things, how to, you know, process triggers and how to deal with, you know, maybe conflicting energies and stuff like that, so that, you know, you can get over things if there is a reason to have to get over, and so you can move on in peace, right? So check the description box below. There's 2 videos, how to stop manifesting separation between you and your specific person. Okay, yes, that is possible. It is possible to manifest in a specific person. People are doing it all the time. There is a caveat there. I want to make sure that you are doing it, you know, that you are manifesting in someone, whether it's an ex or a specific person, that you're doing that from the right space. Because if you're doing it from a space of lack, if you are manifesting your person back from the same space that you manifested them in, you know, in terms of like them being hot and cold, dealing with third parties, if you're trying to manifest them in from the same space that you manifested in this version of them, chaos. Okay, it's just gonna be fucking chaos. And so, you know, the 2 videos that I mentioned, or actually it was the one, right? It's how to stop manifesting separation. And then there's another video to watch after that that's called releasing the wants. If you work through those videos and do the work that I teach there, it will reorient you into the right space. So that you're not trying to manifest them in from the space of trying to fill a void or trying to fill or fulfill an abandonment wound or anything like that. I reorient you into what I call the God space. All right. Okay, because there's going to be some harsh messages. This is no delulu, you guys. This is definitely one of those no delulu readings, okay? So, having said that, pile 3, where you stand with your person, they're not sure. They're definitely where they're at right now. They're not wanting a commitment with you, okay? I will see if that's just kind of this space that they're in overall. They're just not wanting a commitment, period. But it could very well just be they're not wanting a commitment with you, okay? Well, no, I will say that, okay, that could be holding back. I am going to have to start clarifying these to see. Hold on. Let me just start doing that. There is some confusion coming through in your person's energy, okay? And some fear, some confusion and some fear coming through. They are definitely feeling paralyzed, like they're unable to move forward because of indecision. That's why if your person is holding back, if they're not, you know, if you picked up on them withdrawing their energy, and them withdrawing their energy from the connection can be, you know, they're not responding to your texts in the same way that they used to. They're not, you know, you guys are not spending as much time together as you used to. They're confused now. Something's happened, and it may be this down here where it says losing passion and losing interest. That might be why. It's like they kind of lost the motivation where it comes to this, you know, they may have been. So what I'm picking up is, up to this point, your person may have been pursuing you. I'm hearing relentlessly. They may have been pursuing you in this connection relentlessly. And the reason why they stopped doing that is because, just bluntly, they just stopped wanting to. They're not texting you and they're not calling you because they haven't wanted to. They haven't taken you out on dates or, you know, stuff like that, or bought you gifts because they haven't wanted to. So let's find out. And that's what they're having mixed feelings about. That's what they're trying to figure out. Like, why is that, right? Why am I not wanting to hang out with pile 3 anymore? They lost interest for where you stand with them. They have lost interest in this connection, okay? But the fact that we do have some confusion coming through with that, because again, I'm not picking up on it like a very definite, like, you know, there's something going on here. It does feel like it might be going on under the surface. They're trying to figure out, a lot of this is just being channeled, pile 3. Okay, so they're hanging back. They're not talking to you because they do need their space. And the reason why they're taking space, I don't know what they told you, pile 3, but the energy that's coming through is they're taking space right now because they're trying to figure out what it is they really think and feel about you in this connection. They're coming through, they're not feeling the urge, like they don't want to talk to you right now. They don't want to talk to you. They don't want to hang out with you. But for some reason, they're feeling confused about that. So they're trying to figure out what's going on. They do know that they're not ready for a commitment. They do know that right now they are wanting to be free from you and from this connection. I'm not picking up yet that that's like an overall general energy that your person is in. This could just be that they're wanting to be free from you and from this connection, okay? What's weird though is we have please talk to me over here. We'll find out what's going on with that. Let's start, tell me about mixed feelings. Tell me more about that. This could be a conflict of what you want versus what your person wants, and this is it's very specific. They're undecided about whether or not they're wanting to really seriously commit to you and or marry you. Okay, so for some of you, you know, whether they want to stay married to you. But the Hierophant, you know, that's a serious commitment. There's other cards in the deck that can point towards marriage, but with the Hierophant, that's, you know, for me, that's getting married like in the church, kind of like getting married in the eyes of quote unquote God, right? I'm hearing your person say that's one hell of a commitment to make. Yeah. And they're not sure that they want to go that route with you. They're not sure. They're not sure that the two of you have enough passion and chemistry or something. Enough passion and chemistry to like carry you. They don't know that what the two of you have. How is it wanting to come through? Like it's something that could last a lifetime. I'm not picking up that you two don't have any chemistry, but what your person is trying to figure out is if what the two of you do have is something like, what I'm picking up is your person wondering to themselves, like, you know, over time, our pile 3 and I, are we going to get bored? Am I going to get bored in this relationship? That might be where the confusion is coming from, because there is passion. Your person is feeling passionate towards you to some degree, in some capacity. What's causing them confusion is whether or not they're having a hard, I'll be honest, pile 3, your person is having a hard time seeing the two of you have like a fun marriage. A marriage full of passion, a marriage full of, that's kind of, fun isn't necessarily the word, but like an exciting marriage, right? An exciting life together. That's weird. Your person, for whatever reason, is under the impression that the two of you would eventually like get bored with each other, get bored in the marriage. What's going on with paralyzed? Tell me more about the star. Your person is almost feeling locked in indecision. Locked. Stuck. Your person is feeling stuck in indecision. There is some hope in their energy and even some optimism. What direction is the star going in, though? They are looking for answers. Yeah, they're looking for answers. For some of you, if your person does believe in God or a higher power, I mean, they're looking to answers from God or their higher, you know, the higher power to guide them. They're looking for guidance regarding this connection. Yeah, because I just saw the Hermit. Yeah, okay, that's what they're looking for. They are feeling paralyzed. They're feeling kind of stuck in indecision. Because there is love here. Your person is feeling love, right, towards you and towards the connection. They are feeling passion, but there is something that your person, like, again, they're just having a hard time seeing the two of you have a successful marriage or a successful future together for some reason. And so they're looking to God or a higher power for guidance. Because your person is understanding there's like 2 or 3 paths ahead of them. And okay, so where you stand with your person, pile 3, a message that's coming through is your person they're not doing this on purpose. They're not trying to waste your time. They're not trying to hold you up. They're really trying to figure out, like, okay, you know, and they're taking things seriously, because they don't want to lock the both of you up into a marriage and a commitment, knowing that the both of you would end up unhappy together, right? They don't want that. And so they're taking this very seriously, and they're trying to figure out what to do. They're looking to a higher power, because your person is confused as hell. They don't know. Okay. Yeah, they have feelings for you. For a lot of you, your person loves you very much, okay? There is passion and there is interest there, but there's just this confusion that's there. There's also this fear that whatever it is you guys do have, it's not enough. Okay, it's not enough. At least it's not enough to take it into the direction of, like, you know, spending the rest of your lives together, romantically, married, that stuff. What's freedom? So what I'm hearing is your person is trying to get help or get answers. Like, should I, you know, regarding pile 3, should I stay or should I go? Should I move on and let pile 3 go so that me and pile 3 can find, you know, those marriages, those connections in our future, or, you know, or what? Or am I just, is there fear? Am I being driven by fear here? Like, your person's trying to figure out what's going on. And the reason why they're not, that's why they're wanting to be single, or they're wanting to be independent from you or free from you and from this connection at this point in time, because they don't want to hold them up and they don't want to hold you up. Okay. Tell me, they're trying to do the right thing here in this situation. Tell me more about freedom. Okay, so with please talk to me, some of you might have just told your person to, like, kick rocks, or just, like, don't talk to me until you figure it out, or whatever the case may be. Your person they're not wanting to be silent from you. They are taking space right now, trying to figure things out. Tell me more about please talk to me. Why is that here? Yeah. Why is please talk to me here? Oh, wow, with the Empress. It's not that they're not attracted to you. That's not it at all. They find you very seductive and very sexy. For some of you, you might even be like the parent of their kids, right? The mother or father of their kids. They're not necessarily wanting to let this go, but for some reason your person is feeling stuck. For some reason they're dealing with some kind of a fear or doubt that if they move forward with you in the direction of marriage or something more formally committed, that the two of you are going to end up miserable together. Now, they're not saying that because they see you as somebody, they see you as the Empress, pile 3. They see you as somebody that's very abundant, very happy, very capable. Like, whatever you put your energy into, your focus and your attention into, like, it flourishes. They just want to make sure that, you know, yeah, I mean, your person really is coming through in an energy here of, you know, wanting to do right by the connection and wanting to do right by you. You know, them not knowing whether or not the two of you can have a, you know, successful, thriving marriage, or, you know, a commitment. I mean, what's this? What is this here for? Because they see you as the Empress. They see you as somebody that's very abundant, very sexy, very attractive, and very capable, you know, of growth. The Page of Cups. They just may not be ready. The two of you can be, okay, that would make a lot of sense. The two of you could just be on two different levels here. It could also have something to do with with kids, okay? That's a very specific message, but for some of you, it's like you want kids and they don't. Or you want more kids and they don't. That's very specific. For others, it could be that your person just sees you as just way more evolved, right? Way more mature than them. Like, the two of you just are not on the same level, okay? They see you as an Empress and they might be seeing themselves as like a page. Why is please talk to me? And why is this energy here? There's the Emperor. Wow. Oh my gosh, that's a divine pair. You guys, I don't understand this at all. That could be a question. They're just wanting to make sure that, you know, yes, they see themselves as an emperor, right? And they see you as an empress. So it's like fundamentally, that's weird though. What is the problem? If you see yourself as the emperor and you see pile 3 as the empress, why? Because that's giving me energies of your person almost seeing the two of you as being like made for each other, right? So what's the issue here? What is the issue? 3 of Wands in the reverse. What's the issue here? They don't know if it'll work out. That's so weird. And, you know, and again, that could be just coming from a space of, you know, fear, doubt, which, you know, that's not coming from, you know, your person's not coming from their God space when they're looking at things. They might, again, oh, okay. For those of you where it resonates, where your person, like, maybe sees themselves, like, energetically, they can see themselves as, you know, an emperor, but maybe like, you know, spiritually they haven't evolved into that yet. Like the makings for you guys to be a perfect couple is there, but you're already showing up like in empress energy. Your person might just not be yet, right? Like if they were in their emperor energy, they would be perfect for you, but they're not. What's I need my space right now? Tell me more about that. Actually, we'll put the emperor back. Hold on, let me redraw. What is I need my space right now? Tell me more about that. They don't want to lose you. I will say that. There's the 10 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. What is going on? Your person is raining on the parade that this connection could be. And again, that could be very well because, you know, they're only in page energy. You know, there's some growth here that your person is needing to go through. They don't have it to give with the Knight of Cups in the reverse. They don't have it to give right now. Yeah, okay. They don't have the energetic resources, and that can translate. If you don't have the energetic resources, that can translate into not having, or that can manifest by, you know, into not having the 3D resources. But I'm picking up it's an energetic spiritual level. Your person doesn't have it yet. Okay, they're stuck at page mode right now. Because the Knight of Cups is in the reverse, right? They're not graduating. They're not moving up. They're stuck at the page level right now. I don't know if your person sees it that way, but they are kind of seeing you as being far more developed than they are just kind of as a person over, you know, in general. Like your person sees you, pile 3, as having things or something very specific, having things or something in specific, like figured out. You got it figured out and they don't. But when I say you have it figured out, it's not them and the connection, it's just life in general. You have like, I don't know if you've evolved spiritually, evolved as a person, you know, if you've done a lot of shadow work and you just kind of, you know, you outgrew them. That's what it feels like. You may have outgrown this person. And they're feeling like if they could, you know, grow, because they're stuck, you know, you left them back in page energy. You're in the Empress energy now. And, you know, if they would grow and evolve, then they would definitely become the Emperor to your Empress. But they're not. They're stuck in page mode right now. All right. Let's get some messages from them to you, and then we will close your guys' reading. Pile 3, if this is resonating, if you got from this reading what you came here for, you can show your appreciation by smashing the like button for me. It's also a very awesome way to donate, energetically donate to the channel. Comment below, let me know that you picked this pile, let me know how it's resonating. Spill the tea if you feel led. I love reading your guys' comments. Hit that subscribe button so that you can become part of the family, and then don't forget that notification bell so you don't miss an announcement or a reading. I wish we could go back. You outgrew them, pile 2. They wish they could go back to a time when the two of you were on the same level, but you're not. You're not on the same level as them anymore. You outgrew them. Okay? That's what your person feels. I can't get enough of you. That did kind of want to come up in the reverse, and so there is kind of an energy there of them. There's, look at that. I feel the sexual tension. I feel drawn to you, and I want you back. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have, I don't know why this happened. See, your person at this point in time almost is feeling guided to let you go. Because you're on a different path now. You outgrew, because they haven't grown with you. You outgrew them, and you outgrew the path that the connection was gone. You guys just grew apart, right? Because you evolved and they haven't yet. And so they kind of tell themselves this, you know, because again, I can't get enough of you was coming out in the reverse position. I can feel the question here, but this is almost your person's way of trying to distance themselves from the connection so they can let you go, because they're having a hard time actually letting you go. There's fear associated to letting you go. You know, that's why we have please talk to me. There's almost this energy like your person is feeling called to do the right thing. They're feeling called to let you go so that you can, you know, find someone that's more on your level. Somebody that is already in Emperor energy. And there is kind of this hope that your person is feeling like when and if they do manage to, you know, enter into their own Emperor energy to match your Empress energy, that you'll still maybe be there for them, but you know, they're not quite sure. Because look at all this. This is not an issue with losing passion and losing interest. They, deep down, your person knows that that wouldn't happen. Because look at all this energy. I feel the sexual tension. I feel so drawn to you. I want you back. I can't get enough of you. And they're feeling guilty for holding you back, because you're growing by leaps and bounds. And you know, they sense on a very deep level that you need to be with somebody that's more on your level spiritually and energetically, and they're not. They just aren't. You've moved beyond even the queen stage, pile 3. You're in divine goddess empress energy right now. You know, now you've graduated, you know, you did the damn thing, and your person, they're stuck way back in page mode. Okay, they're stuck. And so, you know, I don't know why this happened showing up at the bottom of the deck. It's not the strongest of energies, but it is something that your person tries to, like, how did this happen? Because the two of you, when you first got started, may have very much have been on the same page. And because you guys were on the same page, you know, the chemistry and the connection and the bond was fire, right? And then you started growing, you started evolving, you started, you know, and eventually, because your person wasn't growing and evolving with you, you outgrew the connection, which may have affected your guys' chemistry. Could have affected your guys', you know what I mean? It took on a different role. It took on a different dynamic. And so, you know, this is kind of like, yeah, your person is feeling the inner call and the inner pull to let you go so that you can find somebody that's more on your wavelength, because they're just not anymore. Not that they don't want to be, but, you know, you figured it out is what I heard them saying, and they haven't. You figured it out and they haven't. And maybe what that means is that you figured out how to evolve. You figured out how to jump timelines and how to, you know, quote unquote, you know, energetically and spiritually grow up, and they haven't. They're not there. And so, you know, they're feeling drawn, even though they feel all this stuff towards you. They don't want to let you go. They want you back is what they're saying. but they are feeling this deep pull to let you go because they're holding you back. They feel like that. That's why. Yeah, this isn't them holding themselves back. They feel like they're holding you back with paralyzed here. They're not. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, they are holding themselves from moving forward with you in the connection, and they may not even realize they're doing this, but the reason why they're feeling guided to hold themselves back from you is because they don't want to hold you back from continuing to grow. And they feel like if they were to, rope you in, I guess, lock it down with you, marry you, give you, they feel like they'd hold you back. They'd hold up your growth. And honestly, pile 3 with the energy that's coming through, I'm hearing it's a yes, they would. If your person were to, marry you, lock you down, they would hold you back. All right, pile 3. All right, thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. That was your reading. Again, comment below. Let me know how it resonated, you guys. And I will see you guys at your next Pick a Card Love reading. Bye.